Sharks play an important role in our ecosystem here, in any marine ecosystem. They are most often thought of as a top predator, but they fulfill different roles. You know, they are top and mesopredators, and so that means that they help to maintain populations of other fish, of their prey. And what that does is help keep things in balance. So sharks will eat their prey in certain numbers, and so that their prey doesn't become overabundant and then, you know, decimate what their prey eats, right? And then we get this collapse and this imbalance of things. Along with the ecological role that they play, they also play an important role with, you know, to the economy and tourism, right? People do want to come diving and see sharks. So Fishers for Science and WCS applied for a grant and was selected through the Belize Fund. And through that study, we're going to be conducting life history studies. Fishers for Science will be leading the charge on the shark side of things, while WCS is going to be looking more into teleost.
The work we've been doing is setting down baited remote underwater video station. They're called BRUVs. What we do with that data is they can monitor the shark abundance in Belize. The bigger part of that is part of fin print, and they're sampling in 52 different countries, I think it is. There's probably 10 years of BRUV footage for Glover's Reef, and so they can, over the 10 years, they can monitor when the sharks went up, when they went down, or if they're like staying at a normal amount.
BRUVs would typically go anywhere from 70 feet to 50 feet. The deepest one I did was 80 feet, and I do all of those free diving, you know, because I have that gift about, you know, lobster diving, so it all fall into place.
The overarching goal is to sort of get this array set up along the Mesoamerican reef with collaborators in other countries on the reef as well, so we can monitor sharks moving along and using different areas.
We go out and we tag sharks, right? And Gladden is one of the spots that we tag a bunch of and so you tag the shark, you give the shark a little surgery on the body cavity area, put a little acoustic tag in there, sew it back up, and you release the shark. And then you set these receivers at different spots. You usually set a couple around right where you caught the shark, but then you go set them at random spots, hoping that the shark will swim by there, or another shark that someone else had tagged will swim by there, and the receiver will pick up that tag, because the tag releases a signal, and the receiver will pick that up, and with that we can say, oh, the shark was at Gladden, and someone got it on the receiver up in Isla Mujeres.
We are doing this in conjunction with the spawning aggregation, so we're trying to also learn movements, but also are they coming back to access this spawning aggregation? Are they taking advantage of it? Are there certain species that are around more for the aggregation, and so on, right? From there we can start to piece together, based on where the receivers are and who showed up on what receiver, we can start to piece together things. And of course we have date and time of when that animal passed the receiver. So you can see things in the data that maybe we can't make sense of, but maybe they can, because they have more experience in the water, they spend more time working with these animals, they may be more tuned into seasonality and habits and things of that nature as to why we're seeing what we're seeing. And it just sort of, you know, adds another piece of the puzzle to the picture of what we're trying to figure out.